Hello, my little Cancerians, my sweet little soul warriors. Okay. Today we have ocean oracles, something of the ocean, whispers of the ocean, tarot at the end of the rainbow. What is this? Let's see what this is. I'm sorry, I should have had this ready. Water alchemy. And then we have mermaid tarot. And if we have time, we might pull one from the portals, oracle of portals. Okay, let's do this. And we're gonna try to do a quick reading today, maybe not. All right. And we'll see if I'm supposed to turn this right side up in a minute. We'll see. Okay. And this is King of Cups. Wow. A king is someone who has worked their way up. I always tell you this. King or queen in tarot, they have worked hard to get to where they're at, spiritually, mentally, and often physically. But this is a King of Cups. So this is someone who is very loving, very kind, very nurturing, and also they will protect. But this is a strong person, and this is who you are. Now this is a masculine energy. The cards don't read gender, but masculine just means a more active, out front person. Women are very active too, a lot of them, but as opposed to king or queen in the tarot, one of them is more out front than the other person. The masculine is usually more out front, meaning, you know, they're a little bit more protective, a little bit more active. Although you talked, protection, a mother with her babies, I mean, she will die protecting them. So, but usually the female is a little bit more behind the, what am I trying to say? The front. She doesn't stand out as much. She's a very strong person. But, so whether you're male or female, you are very strong and very loving, in the loving department, the kind and gentleness. Okay, and this is the King of Swords. Wow. You have two kings right out of the bat, and I shuffled and shuffled. A King of Swords is someone who is very honest. They look at themselves. They look at really who they are. They also, they don't like anyone to lie to them. Well, I don't know who would, but they make decisions based on logic and what has happened in their life. They don't make a decision on their emotions. If they're going to make a decision, it will be usually based on the things that they have learned in life. A very strong person, also a protector. So you have two kings. Wow. Let's see. Okay, and this is the Seven of Swords. No, they want it upside down, which makes sense. Okay, so a Seven of Swords is, if it was upright, it would be someone who's very untrustworthy, someone who basically would stab you in the back, someone who wasn't, they were just not a nice person. They did things behind your back. But this came out upside down. So what they're telling me now is you no longer have that in your life. I believe you had that, but it's no longer in your life. You are not a stab in the back person. You wouldn't do that to anyone. But I do believe that has happened to you. Or you had someone that was very untrustworthy. Okay. Let's see what we have here. this is the Three of Cups, and you got it on top of cups, a King of Cups, and this is celebration. And this is, you see, they're all celebrating. There's a rainbow behind them. You finally gotten to a stage of celebration and love. I think you may have some love coming in. Let's finish the rest of the cards and see what we have. And this is, wow, you have 3 kings. This is really amazing. This is a King of Wands. A King of Wands is someone who, they're very active, very dynamic personality. They are very passionate, whether it's about their work or in their sexuality. They're also usually someone who's very attractive. And you have 3 kings. This is really amazing. It's like everything is finally going for you, finally starting to kick in. Oh, and this is actually judgment. And when you see a judgment card, you see this person down here is playing the lute, or I'm sorry, the harp. But it's symbolic of the judgment card in Rider-Waite, and that means like the angel is calling you to come out of your old way of life. The coffin, the old way you were, is dead. You can't resurrect that, but it's a happy time for you. Now, when you get judgment, the judgment card, it also means that you have a choice. There is a choice to be made. Do you want to stay with the old way of life that you had, or do you want to come up and become the new person? Now, in this card also, let me see if I can word this properly. You can't pull that old way back. The old circumstances you cannot pull back. You can become the same person. You always use the same thoughts and stuff if you decide not to change. But the old way of life, say you were married to someone or had a relationship, that is gone. It's dead. So you're forced to have a different life, a different situation. But you're not forced into letting some of the old ways you thought go. But this is telling me that you are. They'll never force you, but this is what they're telling me. I'll say this again, that you are changing your thoughts. You don't think the same way you used to think. You wouldn't be in the same situation that you were before. You would see it coming and nip it in the bud. You have changed quite a bit. This is really a beautiful card. Wow. 3 kings. 3 kings right off the bat. And this is water alchemy. And this is still waters. Oh, look at this. This is a card of where you see the waters have little ripples. Can you see this? But it's not bad. And you see she's looks like she's got a net and she's catching fish. Can you see that? She is sitting on top of the water. She's floating on the water. Is emotions, and she is floating on top of the water. There's her reflection here, but it's not real clear. This is a time in your life where your emotions aren't, it's not that your emotions don't control you. And this is also King of Cups. Okay, a very emotional person, very loving, very kind person. time to celebrate because you've changed a lot. You're still loving and very kind, but you see things a little differently now. So she is not really focused on her reflection as much anymore. I don't think you even realize the change that's been going on in you. You are very, you've let go of a lot, put it that way. There's a lot of things that disturbed you or bothered you before, and now it's like, to heck with it, who cares? You are lighter on yourself than you ever have been. You still have, you are still very discerning with your own self. I think you're judgmental with your own self, but you're better than you have been. You're coming up. And this is the geyser. And you see everything shooting up. All this water is just shooting up out. Poof, 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 poof. And he's scaring the in the Polynesian culture, when they make these faces, a lot of it is to scare the bad away. And you see, he's very strong, but he also has the power. He's shooting off all these geysers. Whoop, I can get the glare out of the cards. He's shooting off all of these geysers. And that's what you have now. And you see all the flowers on the side? You're changing, and I don't even think you realize it. You're changing fast. And this is ice. And on this one, whenever you see ice, it's a time of hibernation, a time to rest. I think you need to heal some. You have been going through some health issues. They want you to rest, to hibernate, to get better. And you see, there's, in all this ice, and then there's a stag here, there is, looks like a rock with a glow in it, and it's shooting from like his solar plexus. So you need time to heal. They want you to rest, okay? Do what you have to for your body right now. You've been through a lot, and you are changing physically as well as mentally. But here's the thing, you don't, the change came on, I think, little by little, your mental change, and you don't see it because you're still living. You don't see how much you've changed. Beautiful change here. Oh, let's do this. And these are ocean something, whatever I said before. Whispers of the ocean, I believe. And these are for you because you're a water sign. Let's see. And this is life is better together. I believe you have someone coming in. This is the King of Cups. And then you have celebration. Can you see that? And then you also have where you're digging underneath the water for like a fish, a reward underneath your emotions. You're getting the good out of your emotions. That's really what this card is. See, she's fishing. Water is emotions, and she's dipping down and getting a reward. Something, you would love fish if you were hungry, or, if you went fishing. So your emotions, you're getting good things out of your emotions. I don't think you see it yet. I think you're still a little confused is not the right word. You still sometimes still a little depressed, put it that way. But you have changed so much, and you're doing so much better. And I think you have been hurt in the past, so you're not really wanting to be with anyone because you can't believe that someone would be this good to you. Okay, life is better together. Seek assistance from your community, connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. And you see, it's not just one person to love, but I think you do. Someone else is coming in, but I think you're afraid to believe that someone could be that sweet and kind to you. And I think other people around you too are there to help you. I think it's good for you to get out, maybe take a class, or if you work. Sometimes when we come home, we want to get away from the people we work with or work. But there's other things out there that can make you happy. Some sort of class, doing something with someone else. I don't know, friendship, maybe going to dinner with a friend or something. But I also see for you, someone special is coming in that's really going to see you for who you are, this beautiful person. Total submersion. And this says, don't be afraid to immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy, and you may find what your life has been lacking. And that kind of goes along with this. Get out where there's other people, project or something. And a project doesn't always have to be something with other people. But I think for you, at this point in time, they're wanting you to submerge yourself in this goal, in this whatever. If you want to take a dancing class, if you want to take an art class, if you want to go to the gym, whatever you need to do, something that relaxes your spirit, that helps you feel good, something that can help your mind heal as well as your body. But you see, the whale is going down in the water, and whales live in the ocean, in the water, in the emotions, and they do fine. They thrive in that because they know who they are. Whales are very secure in themselves, if you want to put it that way. Most animals are, unless they've been beaten or hurt. But this is a beautiful card for you. They do want you to get out. Now let's see if they want this one upright or not. Leaping through the air. A plan you have made is on track. You are waiting for something to get to work, and stop putting off ideas or projects that you are considering. And hold on. See what they're saying. No, this belongs upright for you. I think you've been procrastinating on some things. Once you get out there and do it, I think you find that you're happy, whatever it is. Sometimes you want to go to a movie and you'll sit home and say no, but once you get out and go, you enjoy yourself. They are wanting you to heal. Take some time, just calm down. Whatever makes you happy. If it's some sort of class or learning or doing something, a project, but they want you to do it. They don't want you to overdo and harm yourself, but they do want you apparently to get out a little bit more. Okay, beautiful, beautiful cards. And let's see what we have here, and then we're going to keep this short today because I think at the beginning of the reading that's what it needed to be. So, good. Okay, 2 want to come out, so we'll leave them. And, this is 2 different decks saying celebration. So, sorry, let me turn off my, 2 different decks saying celebration. Where are we? Where did we go? Right here. This is a celebration, and this is a celebration. So what you're coming upon, and they are bringing it in your life. Spirit is bringing it to you. I don't think you even see it. I don't even think you're thinking about it. But I think in the back of your mind, you'd like to have something, someone, but you're afraid that that will never happen, that someone can't be like that truly. You think it's a fantasy. But something is coming in for you. Something so you can celebrate. And I do see you have changed a lot. You don't even realize it. Wow. This is beautiful. And this is landing. And this is a beautiful card for you too. You see, it's like this, almost like a phoenix, like this beautiful bird has landed. Finally, you've come back down. Your emotions are settling. I'm not saying they're perfectly settled, because the sun is rising over here, but you just need to go a little further. Keep going, and then the sun is there for you, the celebration. And you will keep walking toward that, or flying toward that. There is no doubt. You're one of those people, just put one foot in front of the other, and you just focus on that. You don't always focus on your long-term goals. Sometimes you do. If you want to do something in a job or something, you will strive to be really, really good at what you do. Very good. But you still just have, it's right over the horizon. You're almost there. Wow. But again, I'm going to emphasize, you're already winning. Each step you take, you have changed so much. Your emotions are much calmer than what they used to be. And there's two cards that came out here. And as I was saying, this is commitment. And this is like a marriage commitment or something. This is also, you'll see that these are two females, and that doesn't mean that you're the same sex couple, although many of you are same sex. But what this is saying is the younger person is, helping the other person to get married, to have a commitment. And this can just be a commitment in a business or a life, but you keep getting so many cups. Okay, and this is the other world. Again, you've got two cards with just like walk through that door, the little portal right here. You're right in front of it, and it is another world. It's not something that you've it was hard for you to imagine. Like the movie Avatar, if I can say that. Totally more than anything I could have imagined. And that's what your new life will be. What you're fixing to walk into is something wonderful, with all the celebration, the happiness that you could have. This is fabulous. And I will say, I see some of you traveling. If you're in the United States, I don't know why. Now, some of you, maybe not all of you, but I see some of you traveling to Europe. I don't know why. And some of you just may be moving to another state or another country. If you're in Europe, you may be just taking a trip. But I don't believe this is a trip. I believe this is a whole new, yes, adventure is the correct word, but I also believe that it's like a whole new world for you, living someplace else. This is just fabulous. Or living at home and traveling, doing something so different you haven't really, um, it's not like you can't imagine it. It's just that you just don't believe it will come to you. But it is. This is a beautiful reading for you, and I'm so happy for y'all. All right, Cancer, I'm going to leave it here because there's nothing else I can tell you on this one. This is beautiful. You have changed so much, and you are doing so well. Just rest a little bit, take care of your health, and be happy. I love you. Bye-bye.